Last time on Hero Squad, Under the Dragon Shadow.
Rhaegar, Atlas, Hex, and Perrin were all kidnapped. Where is Perrin?
He, didn't make it? What do you mean he didn't make it? He's dead.
So Atlas clearly has, like, burns on his body. Holes in his armor, like, in the back have kind of, like, burned through a couple of holes.
The other man that you saved tonight, he's in a coma. Something happened tonight that nobody can make sense of.
Yeah, he's clearly some kind of celestial or something.
Oh, a whatcha?
Atlas, you're lying down on your back, staring up at the clouds. You're actually looking at the belly of a massive dragon. And as you look, you realize that you're actually riding on the back of a dragon. Slowly but surely, these dragons are being eaten alive. This dragon's body gives way, and you fall into an endless void.
On the continent of Khorvaire, a chance encounter brought 4 intrepid travelers together on the road to adventure. Though they began as strangers, they soon became known as the Hero Squad.
What else has been going on in the city since that happened? Like, there was a massive explosion in the ship. Do you know anything about what happened to the ship that we were apparently on?
From what I've gathered this morning, they're saying that there was some kind of mechanical failure which led to some sort of explosion. Clearly, they're covering up what happened.
Yeah.
Because your story doesn't line up with that. And I believe you.
You introduced us to Leo Dragar. Do you happen to know his associate that was on that ship?
Yes. Verdun Kemble.
Verdun Kemble.
It's spelled Verdun Kembel. I'm saying this because people are going to ask.
Oh, yeah.
Fanfiction.
Verdun Kemble. He is a very high-ranking member of House Farland. We've done deals with them in the past. Perrin made the mistake of making a deal that was a little illegal. I told him not to, but you know Perrin.
What was the deal?
He was going to work with them in exchange for a large sum of money that would help him buy a new place for his family. He hadn't seen them for a while.
Do you know what Perrin was asked to do?
He was supposed to get some items, I don't know.
Was it what was on the ship? Or, I'm sorry, the air train?
The lightning rail. Yeah, that was one of them.
Well, how did Hex play into this?
Hex is why it all went wrong. Perrin felt sorry for him because of the way that they used him, and so he found a way to get him out, but no one crosses Verdun and lives. He knew that.
Where does this Verdun come from?
He's a member of House Farland. He keeps his specifics very secret, but what I do know is that he came out of nowhere. He just showed up. Usually we know who your family is, who you come from, where you were born, everything. That's what happens with these houses. He just suddenly rushed up the chain. He knew everyone, knew everything about everyone. And House Farland can really use someone like that. And when you can't figure out anything about them, it's a pretty good asset in someone who does what he does.
I'm beginning to hate this House Farland. I really am.
Is it because they didn't like your acrobatists?
No, that didn't help, Atlas, but it's because they killed Perrin and they took Hex. And they're hiding this Verdun. I'm not going to be happy until every last person in House Farland answers and pays.
That sounds like a good way to get yourself killed, Rhaegar.
I don't care if I die.
There are worse ways to die.
With the amount of power that they have, I feel like you don't want to be in that position now. Hold on to those feelings. Don't forget those feelings, but don't rush in and do something stupid. We have to take a minute and think about what is happening.
I'll take all the time I need, as long as House Farland pays. I'll take my entire life. I don't care. What else do I have to do?
Drink more champagne.
I'll do that. You can do both, and I will.
Follow-up question for you. There was a lady, I think it was a wood nymph, something? I can't quite remember. But she stabbed me in the chest with her fingers. Do you know who she is?
No. Was she working... If she was working with Verdun, I'm sure he has all kinds of powerful people working with him.
Well...
He's the head of House Farland. This is what they do. Assassinations, infiltrations.
I'll be honest, I think the only person in our vicinity at the moment that knows more information on who we're looking for is the lady that's been getting beaten up.
Yeah, she hasn't been too receptive to my strategies.
I think it's maybe time for a new strategy.
Yeah, perhaps you can speak to her. My guards tell me that you spoke to her earlier and she seemed to actually be receptive.
I can try.
I think that perhaps my anger got away from me.
It's understandable.
So if you would like to speak to her, go ahead.
Am I able to move?
Yeah, you can move. Again, like I said, you're super hungover, essentially, is what you feel like.
Okay.
Every muscle in your body aches. You feel not so good.
I might have something for that.
What you got?
You don't.
Got this Cheer Up Charlie.
Cheer Up Charlie.
I wouldn't.
My name's not Charlie.
No, the pill's name is Charlie.
Oh, then the pill's already cheered up.
No, it cheers you up.
That's a bad name then.
But no. See, when Cheer Up Charlie is inside of you, then you are imbued with the power of Cheer Up Charlie.
Ooh, it's magic.
Exactly.
All right.
Here you go.
You still have all the pain.
Yeah.
But you care less?
All right, so
you head downstairs.
Visit Lightning Lady.
Once again, orc woman out front, dwarf next to her. What's up?
Hey, I'm Atlas. What's your name?
Gerta. Thanks for asking.
Well, Gerta, all of us have been through some shit. And, well, the lady in there, she knows quite a lot about how to get the people or find our friends that were in the massive explosion, and we'd really like to talk to her.
All right. Opens the door, lets you in.
Thanks, Gerta. She's so nice.
They both, again, they walk onto the inside of the door so that they can kind
Hold
of...
on, I'm going to peek my head out real quick. To the dwarf. What's your name?
Marunin.
Marunin. Just thought I would ask.
Oh, thank you.
Like you.
Very polite of you.
I felt bad you got Gerta's name, but we forgot to ask the dwarf's name.
Oh, look, everyone. Hello.
Hey, Lightning Lady.
I told him your name. He said it was too hard.
I don't even remember what you said to me earlier.
Marakai.
That's a silly name. Hey. So, was an explosion last night. You got blasted out of the ship real good.
Yeah.
And, well, man, the rest of the people in that room were jerks.
Yep. That's what they do.
I guess first question. Why?
Why what?
I don't know. Why work for him? Why? This is making me feel good. Why? Why? Rager, you go ahead and ask the questions for a second.
For the people listening at home, he's like looking at his hands all weird. That Cheer Up Charlie's really hitting you. Took a double dose, I think.
Marakai, I think what he's asking is, you went through the trouble of saving us. Why would you work for these people? It seems like there's some good in you.
That's exactly it.
Do you need Alice? Sweet baby bird, you sit down.
So, I don't care about good or bad.
Are you part of House Farland?
No.
How did you get wrapped up with House Farland?
All right.
Who is this Verdon guy?
Are you going to let me answer your question, or are you going to keep asking questions?
Sorry. All right, I've got a lot of questions, and I'm
It's
getting ahead
impolite,
of myself.
Rager.
So to answer your first question of why, well, I have found myself in a position like the one I am in right now numerous times in my life, because being a Genasi in a land where there aren't too many of us makes it a little bit tricky, especially in a land where you take elementals and bind them to magical devices so that you can have more convenient ways of getting around, while people who I'm related to are stuck inside of them for eternity and are not paid for it. So, you know, that doesn't make me like, well, anyone too much.
So then you just go ahead and team up with some evil people because you don't like the way your family are being treated?
Well,
aren't there other ways to channel that aggression?
yeah, that's what I did the first time.
It's an interesting question for a thief, Rager.
There was...
Shush.
Also, can we untie Marakai?
I would not do that.
Why? There's plenty of guards and 4 of us around.
She did save our life.
She's not going to.
She saved our life, sure, but she also took the box on
Hey,
the lightning
Orc,
rail.
could you start punching me again? I'm really tired of listening to this.
Look, she's an actor. She's done one good thing for us. I don't know if we can trust her.
Hey, Lightning Lady, where's Verdon now?
I have no idea. Well, I have some ideas. I'd really like to find him too. So do you want me to answer your question, or are you just going to keep interrupting me, or what's going on?
I didn't interrupt you.
So what I was saying is the first time I tried to work on my own, there was a skiff that was powered by a flame elemental in Thrain. I got a little drunk and decided maybe I should let him free. So I did, and that was great. Problem was...
Like like a big explosion?
It was, yeah.
That sounds pretty rad.
It was. The guards, though, came real fast, and, well, I got thrown in prison. Verdon came along, and being that I was in prison for a while, he said that he would get me out if I came and worked for him. And he said that I could keep doing what I love doing.
Blowing up trains.
Yep. All other kinds of elemental devices, sure.
Okay.
And he gave me the means to do so. And I thought that was pretty great, because I could undo the injustice that you continued to do. So, yeah, that was cool. But I didn't want to kill anyone. And then he tried to kill your friend.
The way you derailed that train that we were on.
That was pretty rad, right?
Yeah, so I don't know if you're very familiar with those trains, but they've got some really great safety features. And no one was in danger. Well, except for you two idiots who came up on top of the train.
Yeah, but did you see the big jump I did? It was badass. It was like...
I don't think it was as cool as you remember.
I fell a little bit at the
I
end.
think you fell a little bit.
I was busy fighting Hex, so I wasn't paying attention to you, really.
You had lightning going everywhere.
Yeah, that happens.
Wait a second. If Verdon employed you to blow up the train, and Hex was... Why were you fighting?
Well, it turns out that your friend Perrin's real crafty, that guy. Sorry about that, by the way.
Yeah, that's sad. I miss him.
Really wish that hadn't happened.
He had a good laugh.
He found a way to bind Hex's memories. Basically made him forget everything. I guess. I don't know. All I know is Hex had no idea who I was when we were there. That's why things got real awkward. I went into the back of the truck, or the train, to try and get the box. And Hex was there. So I was like, oh, hey, you beat me here. Good job. Let's go. And then he tried to attack me. It was all a blur. So I destroyed the train.
What was in the box?
I've got no idea.
Why should we trust anything that you're telling us?
Oh, I don't care if you trust anything I say. I mean, I would love it if I could find a way to go and kill Verdun myself. I mean, I plan on doing it. I'll get out of here, so that's fine. But I mostly just wanted to make sure that you guys were okay, because I didn't want anybody to get
I
hurt.
appreciate that.
I'm glad you're doing well. I'm sorry.
Well, about our friend, yeah, it's sad. Or about the holes in my armor, that's sad too.
Yeah, I didn't. I just remember when I picked you guys up, you had wings. That was weird. But I mean, I get it.
I don't know, there was blinding light the whole time?
Yeah, did you not know that about yourself?
That I'm blinding?
Never mind, you'll figure it out. It'll come to you. Well, someone might come to you.
Where do you think Verdun would lead to?
So there's a couple of places. Verdun's he's kind of a weird guy. He's really obsessed with the draconic prophecy.
Sorry, don't mean to interrupt, but do you want to talk about the draconic prophecy for those of us who may not have learned about it in school?
Why are you putting quotation marks around the word school?
Because I've only hypothetically been there.
Why are you putting quotation marks around the word hypothetical?
Look, can you tell us about the draconic prophecy or not?
I mean, I don't really know much about it. That's the whole thing about it, right? Everybody thinks there's a different prophecy. Every dragon has their own interpretation. Every member of the chamber has different beliefs.
Ooh,
Can you tell us one belief? Maybe a commonly held.
had a dream about a dragon. There was a big sky dragon and a big ground dragon, and then there was lots of little baby black dragons, and they were eating them. And then I fell, and I got eaten myself by a bigger black dragon.
Okay. So I mean, you guys know what? You don't know what that is.
It was a
Not
dream.
His dreams?
Well, yeah, but oh my god.
Dreams are dreams. Do you want to know what I dreamed last night?
No, I don't care. Are you a celestial?
I do.
I don't know. I mean, this guy didn't know until yesterday. For all I know, I am, and we're gonna find out next week.
What's your dream?
Okay, so
This is so
I
painful.
was an ice cream cone. Okay,
Ooh, what kind? What flavor? Or
strawberry.
just the cone? Oh,
No,
you shop-
I was 2 scoops. Okay, but I was the top scoop. There
Is this a new form of
no
torture?
below me, and we
you
were.
like
It's
some-
working! Help!
Were you melting?
I was melting.
You were melting. Was
then-
someone trying to eat you?
Well,
You learned
that was
to
the
zone
problem.
out.
Can we, like, untie her now, please?
Are you guys done? Look, a dragon at your feet. What is the dragon that we all live on? Or so says the traditional belief. Eberron, all right? What's the dragon above us? Sbarris. What's the dragon below us all that hates the two of them? Kyber. Come on, this is basic stuff here.
Yeah, but you don't really believe any of that stuff, do you?
No, of course not. But when a celestial has a dream, you pay attention.
Everyone keeps calling me a celestial.
I don't know what you are, all right? Celestial is just... I mean, clearly you speak it.
I do.
And clearly you grew wings of light. That's my best guess. You're something like that.
I don't believe in any of
Have you ever had other weird dreams before that seem to maybe...
Oh, a whole bunch.
Yeah, okay.
Doesn't everyone?
Yeah, I had a really weird dream the other night.
You're done. Don't make me charm you again.
Okay, so what else?
Well, look, we could use some help finding this guy. Okay, it sounds like you want to get him. I want to kill every last member of House McFarlane.
McFarlane?
Farland.
Did you say your last name?
I want to kill every last Seth McFarlane out there. Sorry, Seth.
I don't like that idea. Not one bit.
What if we untied you? What if we worked together? Okay? But I need some kind of guarantee. How can we...
What are you going to believe that I tell you?
I don't know. Help us out here. Maybe if you gave us some kind of information that we can fact check, and then I can...
How about
Okay.
I saved your lives?
Ooh, that's good information. We could fact check that.
But how do I know that you didn't save our lives
I'm still
so that
alive?
you can use us
Check.
for some plan that you have?
I walked into a room full of guards, bringing the two of you, knowing that they would tie me up.
Hey, I don't know about anyone else here, but I think I speak on everyone. Will you like to team up with us?
I don't really do the team up thing anymore. Last one didn't work out so well.
Could be more trains to blow up. Who knows? We seem to be good at finding those.
I mean, that's a good idea.
I
Might have to pass. Yes.
cast Zone of Truth.
You cast Zone of Truth? Okay. You cast Zone of Truth.
You have Zone of Truth.
I have Zone of Truth.
But now that works on everybody, right?
Oh, yeah.
Including
does.
y'all. What is that?
I create a magical zone that guards against deception.
Is it a...
A 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point of your choice within range, which is Rhaegar.
what does it look like when you cast it?
Ooh, it's sparkly.
Okay.
Pink sparkles.
Do you do a dance?
Like, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not doing anything fancy. It's sort of like on the slot.
So you do kind of like a little like, and then like
Yeah.
little sparks come out.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, Marakai kind of goes like she's mid-sentence. She's like, what do you want? Dick move, elf.
Yeah, but it was more for this one.
Well, I rolled a 19, so good luck getting the truth out of me.
Now will you believe Marakai?
I rolled a 4. Is that good?
She rolled a 3.
Oh, shit.
I had a 17.
Well, okay. Are you trying to deceive us in any way?
No.
Okay.
There.
Good
Are
enough for
you?
me.
Is your hunger satiated now, Rhaegar?
Yes. Why didn't you do that in the first place?
Because I was trying not to be an asshole.
Sometimes you have to be an asshole. You know what? We tried not to be assholes this whole time, and people died.
Ooh, follow-up question. What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Pistachio. Gosh, why?
I
That's embarrassing.
uncast Zone
It
of
is. It's not a
Truth.
good flavor.
Can you uncast it?
I think I can. Can't I?
I thought that was for an hour.
Well, its duration is 10 minutes.
Or
What's the worst thing you did as a child?
Stop, Rhaegar. Don't be rude.
I stole someone's pistachio ice cream.
Oh, that's pretty bad. Is that how it became your favorite?
I was always out for that.
The sweet thrill?
the thrill,
yeah,
yeah.
the thrill of stealing it, yeah.
Atlas, you have a smile on your face. What are you thinking of? You gotta speak the truth now.
I was thinking about asking Christina, what's the least socially acceptable thing you've ever done?
Brittany.
Brittany.
Wait, I didn't actually roll. Do I need to roll?
You need to roll. You're inside of the
You're
truth.
in the zone. Yeah.
What's the least...
I am trying. I am.
Not even that high.
I'm unsure as to whether or not it works on you.
It works in an
specifically.
area.
It works in an area, but the caster is probably immune.
I'm gonna ask Jasmine.
She succeeded.
I succeeded.
Yeah.
You both aren't affected.
All
It's
right,
just-
good. All right.
Hold on. What's my?
I'm sure that this has been worked out plenty of times. And
Wouldn't
the
it have
caster
to
gets
be
hit too.
again my?
Your charisma.
Yeah,
So-
caster has to.
Wait,
Yeah, but
wait,
it's
hold on.
8.
Take it back a second. I forgot. She is deceiving you.
But why would you do that? We're friends.
She lifts her hands up. So, like,
Oh,
those shackles were nothing.
you're good at that.
Yeah.
Why would you stay here and get beat up all night if you could just free yourself from the shackles?
Oh, it made you feel comfortable.
She wanted to join our team. Did you want to join our team?
I just wanted to make sure you were okay.
She does like us. Will you join our team?
I don't know how to answer this question.
You have to. You're in the zone of truth.
I know, but she legitimately doesn't understand the question. Like, what does that mean?
Will you group up with us and go on adventures?
If it's convenient,
Will you help us find this Verdant asshole?
I would love to find Verdun. So if you're there, sure, why not?
Yes. Do you like hats?
Hats are cool.
How many hats can you wear at one time?
I've never tried.
All right. Would you be willing to?
You got some pretty big hats to fill.
That tracks.
Sure, I'll. Why do you want me to wear hats?
They're trying to replace Hex.
Hex liked hats.
Did he?
I
Yeah.
loved hats.
That's.
Remember that hat he was wearing?
Oh, you know what?
I think it got blown off in an explosion.
Before the memory thing, he liked cats.
I mean, cats are good
Hats.
Did he keep them on his head? Under a hat?
No, he just had like a lot of cats.
Oh, that's art. That's cute too.
All right, so I guess now that this is up, what's your plan?
Well, mostly to ask you, honestly, about where to find Burden and then go from there. So maybe...
All right, so like, I don't know where he'll be, but I know a couple places where he wants to be.
I have an idea. When me and Hex were going hat shopping, I asked him about his sword. He showed it to me. I remember I remember it very clearly. I think I can cast locate object, and if we find Hex, we'll find Verdun.
This is me as DM.
Yeah.
I don't know how locate object works in terms of like
However-
distance.
Yeah, what's the
and-
radius
yeah.
of locate object? Because
It's-
if it's like not in town, then
Yeah.
You describe a name or object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction of your object's location as long as it's within 1,000 feet of you.
1,000 feet.
definitely
That's
not.
not.
Definitely
That's
not.
not far
Yeah.
enough.
If
I mean,
the
so-
object is in motion, know the direction of the movement.
1,000 feet is like 1/5 of
Yeah,
a mile.
you could cast it.
But we could go around town and we can go to the docks, or at least as close to the docks, and try to figure out where
That would tell us
So-
whether or not he was in town. Sure.
Just real quick. Pretty sure I'm not going to be allowed at the docks.
Well,
Probably not y'all either.
I mean, we can disguise
you-
ourselves.
Have you talked to Lordrum about this plan?
No, this is the first we've mentioned it.
Yeah, because the town's kind of in like a state of emergency right now.
I feel like
I was passed out.
Yeah,
I feel like locate item would help us determine whether they're in town or not.
Well, if they're still in town,
Exactly. So if they're still in town, we'll know. But if they're not,
We'll know.
then we'll also know.
Yeah.
but we'll also
I'm on your
Hex-
side. I'm telling you that we should use this to find out if they're in town or not.
Well, yeah, I'm saying like if Hex is still with Verdun, at least we'll know they're in an area, specific area. So that we
Right.
can-
That's what I just exactly.
Yeah.
well,
so
go ahead and cast it.
Well, I mean,
pretty sure he's
it might be easier to go back to the docks and try to find it.
You're free to do that. I'm gonna stay here for right now, because again, she just points at her face.
Is it bad memories from being exploded out the side of the ship?
No, it's more just like when stuff like this happens. When like an airship blows up, I'm kind of the one they look at. It's kind of my thing, you know.
Is it because there's like a big hole missing in the side of your face?
No, it's because I blow up airships.
Oh, you're good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I make myself a drink.
What did you do to him?
Oh, he got to cheer up Charlie.
Oh,
He was in pain.
it's not for pain.
To cheer him up, he was sad because he was in pain.
You still hurt, huh?
Everything hurts.
Yeah.
But I'm feeling pretty good.
Okay, so orc, dwarf, cool with this? Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Greta.
Yeah, it's Gerda, but it's fine.
I got it.
Got it before you got her name. So Lordrum kind of pops around the corner, and well, it looks like you were more successful than I was. So, what did you learn?
When you talk to someone instead of punching them, you get more information.
Well, Brittany cast Zone of Truth, and that helped a lot.
And he had a dream about ice cream. And
He had to dream about dragons.
yeah,
That's not pertinent.
I think the dragon dream is.
Maybe, but
Because Marakai was talking about how there was some draconian philosophy that this verdant guy...
Draconic prophecy. Oh, this guy.
if it was a creamery prophecy, then he would be the celestial.
I wish we had an ice cream prophecy. What the world needs more is ice cream, sweet ice cream.
I'm done with this conversation. I'm going to my room for another drink.
Hey, Lordrum. I think we're all teaming up. I think we're going after this Verdun guy. What do you think about that?
I think that's a great idea. I don't know how you're going to get out of the city right now.
Ooh.
Do you have any connections? Anybody who you think would know how to get us out of the city?
So the issue with where we are right now in Stormhome is that you kind of have to fly out. That's pretty much your option.
Ooh.
You got to fly out of the spire, and it is on lockdown right now.
What about griffins?
Oh,
Yeah,
where's
those-
the griffin that you brought to us? Where's the griffin that we flew in on?
Yeah, it flew back to where it's from. That's what they do.
Couldn't we? Griffins are smaller than an airship. I know this.
There's a giant storm raging around this place. That's why it's called that. They don't make it out.
And
They fly around the city.
Okay, look it. You're giving us a lot of problems, and what we need are solution-oriented goals.
How about casino boat? Where's the casino boat that we came in on?
There's an idea.
Hey, I'm an ideasman.
You know that? Cheer up, Charlie.
Listen, Lightning Lady, you're not allowed to blow it up. Just FYI.
Is it powered by an elemental?
I didn't ask the boat.
Because she's in the zone of truth, says, I cannot guarantee that I will not blow up the boat.
Can you give us like a over/under odds sort of a thing?
Tell you
like what percentage of a chance do we have?
Gerda kind of like leans over. I know of a boat that's not run by elementals.
Will it get us through the storm?
Yeah, it's a really small one. I don't know if it'll get through the storm too well. But
what do you mean by too well?
Well, it's a small boat, so that's not good. But I assume that she can do something about that. She points at Marakai. Yeah, okay, so I can probably like get us a little window through the storm.
Ooh. Can you like...
God, this zone of truth sucks!
Can you fly?
I cannot fly.
Can you like make a sandwich right now?
I don't know.
I would physically be capable of making a sandwich if the fixings were in front of me. Yeah.
Can
like,
you
magic.
toast a sandwich?
Ooh, with your lightning.
I mean, yeah. Of course.
Dude, she's like the best teammate we've had so far.
I mean, you
no
know.
offense.
You're lucky I'm now.
She certainly brings a lot to the table.
And a lot of sandwiches to the table, potentially.
Exactly. A lot of food to the table. The dinner table.
So again, the orc kind of like leans over. So do you want me to get my brother or what?
Yes,
Your
please.
brother drives the small boat?
Yeah, he takes people on little tours of the peninsula.
Would he be okay with us essentially taking... I mean, there's no guarantees this boat's coming back.
I mean, yeah, he'll do it.
Was he driving it for us, or are we driving it?
Yeah, he'll probably want to be there.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
Big orc in a tiny ship, huh?
Wouldn't say big orc.
Oh, I'm not going to tell him that you said that.
So, before you guys leave to go off, maybe towards the dock or whatever you guys are going to do, is there anything that you would like to do at the moment?
I have a flute in my bag that has just been sitting in my bag. I don't know what it does. I would like to see if there's a shop that could maybe appraise my flute and tell me what it like. Maybe I can find like the equivalent of the what's the show where you bring in your Antiques Roadshow.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Maybe there's Antiques Roadshow.
Fantasy
in
Antiques
town.
Roadshow. I love this.
I'm just going to go ahead and say there is no way I am on the fly coming up with a Fantasy Antiques Roadshow.
No, but maybe
Antiques
like one of the shopkeepers is
Right.
like
Maybe
that.
it's
You know.
magic. Maybe it's worth some gold. Fantasy Antiques Roadshow. I actually don't know the same song. I just say that out.
That worked. That was good.
Yeah,
That's pretty
I like
good.
it.
That was really good.
Fantasy Antiques Roadshow. So you want to try and find somebody who can potentially appraise a magical item.
I need
Yes.
somebody to write those lyrics down because I'm not going to remember that after this.
I love it.
Okay, so you'll need to go into the city for that. That's something you want to do. Okay. So we'll keep that on the docket. What else?
I'd like to just get my armor repaired before we go.
Okay. Yeah, you can go find a blacksmith who can
Yeah.
do that. Okay. Anyone else?
I need to talk to my sister.
Okay.
Oh. Secrets.
Yeah, away from these two.
All right. Well, they're heading out into the city
Good.
to go on.
Atlas, why don't me and you, we'll go to the city together.
Ooh, maybe get some ice cream.
Yes. I'm Strawberry.
Ooh, I'm vanilla?
Yeah.
Would
Oh
be
my god, the
vanilla.
dream's coming true.
You are a celestial ranger.
Don't do too much smooching out
If
there
you
while
guys
you're
come
gone.
back with Rhaegar on like Atlas's shoulders, that would be just perfect.
In a trench coat. Talocrat.
Okay, so y'all head out into the city. You can't hear whatever's about to be said.
Okay.
Sister, we cannot go with them.
Why not? I want to get ice cream.
I'm not about. We can get ice cream. That's fine. I mean, we cannot go on this mad, wild goose chase that they're going on.
But what about Hex?
We owe nothing to these people. They're just going to lead us into danger.
But I liked Hex.
I mean, the Hex was pretty awesome. I will say that. But is it worth it? One person to get messed up with this whole thing that's going on?
Well,
I can't have you in danger, Tana.
Well, it feels like whatever happened last night, we're a part of it anyways. It might be best to get off this place.
I mean, leave, yes, but we don't have to leave with them or be a part of what's going on.
Well, the city's in shutdown. This is probably the only time we're going to leave.
That is a fair point. Mm-hmm. My very young sister, who sometimes is smarter than me.
That sounded rude.
I didn't mean condescending.
Oh, so Hex has your favorite hat.
I just don't know if it's something that we want to be a part of after we get out of here. Getting out of here is a good point, and I respect that, and we should get out of here. I just don't know if we need to continue this adventure with them. We have other things that we need to accomplish and other things that we need to do, and I don't think putting you in danger is going to be the best thing.
I get that. But I honestly don't know what we should be doing besides going on tour. And that seems to pale in comparison to what we're doing now.
It keeps us safe.
It does, but you got to be sort of bored of it like I am.
I'm never bored of singing in front of crowds of people. It is what it is. It is what we must do until we get to what we are going to do. And what we have to accomplish. And this is the best way that I know how to do that.
It's by running away?
It's not running away. We need to gather more information.
Well,
we can't go in blindsided.
It seems like Marikai is part of House Farlin. She probably knows quite a lot of information, a lot more than we do.
They are also very powerful.
They do, but like, where else are we going to get this information?
They might not also have that information. And then we make a second enemy?
Well, for
two big, powerful houses trying to kill us?
Trades information, I think this is probably our best bet.
I don't like it. I don't have good feelings about it.
I know, but sometimes those are the feelings that you got to listen to the most.
Is that where you're going to go? Are you going to follow these ones?
I would like to find Hex.
Then I will stay and protect you. And get my hat back.
Okay, so y'all had that conversation. You two head out into the
I get my
city.
armor fixed.
You get your armor fixed.
I get some ice
fine.
cream.
Okay.
I also get some ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now that your armor's fixed, I'm like, hey, you want to come try to figure out what the deal with this I'm sorry. Hey, there you go. You want to come with me to find out what the deal with this flute is?
Sure.
All right, yeah, I got this. I found this flute in that marauder camp, and it's been sitting at the bottom of my bag.
Do you play the flute?
No, I just... I can't make it go.
Then why'd you take the flute?
Because it looked pretty, and I thought, maybe I'll pick up the flute someday.
Did you pay for the flute?
No, I was... Look, how would I pay for it? I stole it from the marauders. Are you hung up on the fact that I stole this thing?
I'm used to it by now.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But why? I mean, it's just a flute.
It might be magical. Maybe I can't play it because there's some kind of magic cast on it.
That adds up.
There you go. So I figure we'll go to this shop over here. It says Antiques Appraised on the side. And go see if maybe they can give us some information. All right. I go into the shop.
Yep.
And there, I imagine, is a shopkeeper.
As you walk in, there is it's kind of like a bell.
Yes, of course.
But like the bell actually like plays like a little tune.
Oh, classic.
And it's exactly what Jazzy sang earlier.
Antiques Row Show.
I honestly can't remember how it goes down.
We'll figure it out.
So while you're looking, I'm just looking around the shop, and that's interesting. We've got.
Hey there! Don't touch that. Be careful with that.
Sorry.
Cliff is back.
Look at this
Voice
gigantic
is real familiar. No.
dodecahedron. I know that that's not technically what this is. Internet, whatever that is.
Don't roll that. You do not want to roll that.
Okay, I'll put this.
Yeah, put that right back down. That's seriously. I don't know why I leave these things out. They should be behind a case.
They really should.
Real dangerous, but you know.
Can I touch this one way up here?
Don't touch that one. I'll take your hand right off.
Can I touch it?
It'll take your head right off.
Okay.
It'll take my hand off. It'll take your head off.
You're taller, so it's you know.
This guy sounds like somebody familiar. I'm getting a real Cliff vibe from this guy. Maybe they're related.
Who's Cliff? No, my name's Biff.
Oh, strange, shockingly similar names.
Cliff is a ridiculous name. Biff, though, that's a proud name.
Well, is that short for anything?
Bifton.
Bifton, of course.
Bifton, you got a fine establishment here.
Thank you. I try to keep it nice, you know. I guess I can't call it my establishment. I just work here.
How long you worked here?
Well, about 3 weeks.
Oh, what were you doing before this?
I rolled that thing.
Is that how you got here?
Yeah, I should have let you roll it, huh?
Yeah, maybe we would have swapped spots.
Yeah, I rolled a 20, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait.
I tried to get someone else to roll it. He, exploded.
Classic.
Yeah.
What do you roll?
He rolled a 19.
Whoa.
Yeah, it wasn't so great.
So it's kind of like a golf situation with that one. You want to roll low.
So, 3 weeks, huh? But you're pretty well versed on antiques and whatnot.
Well, you know, I got some skills. You know, I can wave my hands, and you know, I can get an idea. Also, I got a handy little list down here.
Well, he's got a flute that I don't know. He thinks is.
Oh, okay.
And I'm no flautist.
What's that?
I have no idea. Here's my flute.
Okay.
Do you know what to say if you didn't know what it is?
He picks it up. He kind of looks at it. That there's a rat flute. Don't know if you noticed. Turns it around. There's like a little rat skull hanging off the edge of it.
Oh, yeah.
Rat skull.
Thought it was a squirrel skull.
Nah, it's a rat. Yeah. Common misconception there. Squirrel flutes, though, not flutes. Lutes.
Oh.
Squirrels don't like wind instruments. Everyone knows this.
Wait, so a squirrel flute is actually a lute, which bears more
I was
common
more
with a guitar.
Yeah, I was more using it kind of like an analogy. Also, a little flute humor.
Oh, see, like I said, I'm no flautist.
Again, I don't know what that means. You like flowers?
So, what can you tell me about this rat flute?
Not fully sure what it does. If you blow into it, though, the right way, not the way you did earlier when you were blowing on it, it's supposed to make rats come.
Come again?
Like, come to where you are.
Oh.
Same idea.
So he stole.
Come on! You guys!
No, come on! I'm sorry! Oh, God! Okay.
You're all gross.
This is why we have these streams late at night. Late night streams.
I'm dying! Oh, God!
Guys, when you're feeling it.
It'll make rats come.
What did you want it to look like? Oh, dear God! Okay.
This is a very magical
How
item.
else would Biff say it?
You really biffed that one up.
Oh, man.
So
Like, maybe it'd be like, you can call rats with it or something. I don't know. Okay.
No, it makes rats come to where you are.
Okay. There you go. You just didn't finish the sentence.
So, Rager, maybe the Marauders were leading a parade of rats to their death.
Could be.
Or they just hadn't invented the sport yet that you invented.
Yeah, but that's, like we said, that would be a squirrel flute, which is actually a lute, and that's a completely different
that's
instrument.
true.
But
Were there other instruments in the room you were in?
possibly, I
Like
don't
a
know.
boar drum or, you know.
Wait, what?
Yeah, drum for boars.
What does that do?
Makes boars come.
To where you are.
Right. Why do you keep finishing my sentence like that? You don't have to. I said what I needed to say. It
Seems necessary. That's all, Biff. So it's great. So I can basically use this, and if I were ever in a situation where I would need the help of rats.
Yeah, if you can learn how to play it though.
Oh, do you have any information on that?
No, I'm not a flautist.
Yes. Wait, now you know what the word is? Fair enough. So thank you so much for the... now I know that I have a rat flute. I'll go ahead. But one more thing for you to appraise.
Okay.
Keep your shirt on.
What's that?
It's a badger foot.
Goddamn.
He takes it.
Maybe you can wave your hands over it and tell me.
It's a badger foot.
Ooh.
That'll be 30 gold.
You want me to give you 30 gold?
Well, yeah, I appraised it. What, you think I do this for free?
Wait, 30 gold?
Well, yeah.
Seems a little steep for you to tell me that that's a badger.
Do you know how much school I had to go through to get this job?
None, because you apparently rolled a giant D20.
Oh, yeah, but I got trapped in another dimension for at least 3 years. Where they taught me everything I needed to know.
Wait.
Is there an appraiser school dimension?
I guess that's what you'd call it. I called it hell.
This seems like fun. As long as we're appraising things that are obvious, I have a rock.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. While he is appraising the rock, I want to steal back my badger. There's no way I'm paying. I don't even have 30 gold to pay. So, okay, yeah, you distract him with your silly rock.
Here's my rock. I pull it out from the pouch that I had.
Is this the one that you were given?
Yes.
Okay. So he kind of waves his hand over it. This is,
It's a rock.
that is not a rock.
I think it's a rock, Biff.
This one's on the house, because you keep that. You keep what that is. I don't, y'all gotta, you should go. You took it. You totally got
cool.
it. Yeah.
Okay, great.
You should go.
So it's not a rock?
You need to, I gotta close. You gotta go.
Oh, you have to close.
Yeah, go.
All right. Thanks for your time, Biff. Tin.
Thank you for calling me by my full name. Now please go.
All right. I skedoodle.
You skedaddle. Scoot. Padoodling.
I ring the bell.
Come
loudly.
again.
Have fun with it.
Antiques Roadshow.
The Antiques Road.
So, you guys head out.
I think
It might be
I'm
magical.
fine to head back to the dock.
Might not.
What was the deal with that rock?
I guess it's... I don't think he's a geologist. He said it was above his pay grade.
Okay, but he really wanted us to leave.
Yeah, I guess they were close.
I think he was. You know what though? I feel like
Not that late, though.
he thought every single item in the store was going to kill him. I think he just had a fear of items.
Different like maybe there was a rock dimension.
Right. Like in this dimension, it's fine, but if you were to mess with that rock in the rock dimension,
That makes sense.
yeah. So he's probably like afraid that somebody was going to like roll his dice, and all of a sudden we'd be in the rock dimension, and then that would be the king.
Looks just like a rock, though, right?
It does.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe draw a face on it.
Ooh. Do you have a marker? I'll take some ice cream, actually.
I rolled a 16. Do I have a marker?
You do not have a marker.
I don't have a marker.
I'm going to take some ice cream and just put a little
that's
smiley
cute.
face on it.
Out of character, I just want to point out that this is the second character that he's had that has had a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people pointed that out in the comments.
Yeah. Haven't
Is there a
licked this
Game
one
Boy
yet,
inside
though.
of it?
I just want to point out.
But now that it's got ice cream on it,
Yeah.
I think the chances of licking have just skyrocketed. Go ahead.
No. It's got the face.
Okay, you keep the face on there.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do y'all do? You leave, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm down to just go back to where the boat was.
So, out of character thing, I'll look up the stats for the thing because I just didn't have it on me at the moment. Apparently I deleted that thing. But I will get you the specifics.
Okay.
On the flute.
Yep.
But it is kind of it's like a Pied Piper kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks for it's come to you.
God, I hate you guys. It was the most succinct way to say what I meant to say.
I know, but the problem is when she said that, I looked around the room.
It was the
all like-
pause. It was the pause that did it.
I looked around the room and everybody was just like, they all had that concerned look. I I was like, we all thought the same thing at the same time, didn't we?
Also, none of you giggled when I said "come again" as you left.
No, we got another assistant.
Damn it!
Yeah. Anyway, so, all right. I assume you all head back.
Yep. Let's head
Anything else
back
you
and
wanna do?
yep. I'm ready to go.
Are you riding on his shoulders, or what's going on?
I think we attempted it, but he fell.
Yeah. I come back with a bruise, like a black eye.
Roll for damage.
I mean, roll dex for if you could actually do it or not.
That's actually that's not bad.
I got a
14.
16.
All right. So yeah, no, you actually succeeded.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
We're on each other's shoulders as we arrive to the dock.
Nice.
I mean, he's on your shoulders.
Yeah, not on any. I don't know. I don't know how we would make that work.
It's like we're a barrel.
If you both rolled 20s, then we can make that work. But, okay. So you head. Are you gonna head back to the? You're heading to the dock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you meet everyone at the dock. Marikai's there. Lordrum's there. Gerta's there. And as you head to the dock, you guys are there too, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gerta calls out, she's like, "Hey, bro." And this little dude comes running up. And he's an orc, but he's about yay tall.
Oh.
Okay? Short little dude.
Yeah.
About dwarf height, you might say.
But he looks like an orc.
Yeah. And so he's
Wait.
like,
Half orc.
he's like, "Sis, how's it going there? Good to see ya. Hey, who are these guys? Hello, what's going on?"
Hey, how's it going? Hold on, real quick. Just is he a half dwarf, half orc?
Yes.
Is he a dwarf?
Don't, damn it! That was my joke!
I'm sorry. It was right there. I'm so sorry.
Hey, guess who's dead now?
I'm sorry.
Atlas drops
He
you.
even said he had a great
Atlas
He's
drops
waiting.
you, and you break your neck and die.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Never steal a pun from the dungeon master.
I'm so sorry.
even said it at the very beginning. He had the best pun.
I know. You are going to feel the death of 1,000 suns.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
All right. So, see what makes me sad about it is that Gerta was going to make that joke, and that was going to be her one
She can still
funny
make it.
moment. She can't.
I'll just cut this out.
You've ruined
Cut
it.
this out of the YouTube edit.
You've ruined it. It's over. Hero Squad's over. No. So. So it goes up. "Sis, how's it going?" And then, you all have puzzled looks on your face. Mm-hmm. And, Gerta notices that and says, "He's half dwarf, half orc. He's a dork."
It's still good. It's still good.
And he starts laughing. He's like, "I love that one." I mean, we're technically called dwergs, but it's fine. Dork's
Or
better. It's so good.
dwarf.
Yeah.
An orf.
Orf?
Anyway, the official term is dwerg.
Dwerg doesn't roll off the tongue.
It doesn't, but dork does.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so you meet her brother. So, what can I do for you guys? Why are you guys here? What's going on?
What was his name? Oh.
No one asked.
I'm sorry, what was your name?
Dragus.
Dragus.
Yep. How's it going? Good to meet you. Good to see you. How's it going?
Well, Dre, we're trying to get out of Stormhome.
Okay.
We're trying to get out of Stormhome. Do you think we might be able to use your tiny boat?
I mean, you guys can use the boat. I mean, I'll take you out on the boat. Getting through the storm, though, that's not really like a thing.
We got you covered.
We have a lady that can do lightning, and maybe you can't make sandwiches.
She's a Genasi. She has elemental powers. She can help us get through the storm.
Yeah, I can get us through the storm. He kind of like looks at his sister. She's like, "Okay, this sounds fun. Where are we going?"
That's a good question, actually.
We're gonna be heading west.
West.
You see, here's the thing. This is Marikai talking. I realize that everybody sounds the same now at this point. So I'm fairly sure that Claw and Pentar are still wrapped up in the forest over here, these Whispering Woods. I may have learned a little something that they don't know, and I think we can beat them to where they're trying to go. And if we can get there before they do, that's gonna make Verdon real mad.
Ooh.
And then he'll find us.
And then
I'll kill him.
Oh.
Dregus is sitting there just like,
Don't worry, Dregus. You don't actually have to be a part of the killing. You just got to get us to where we need to go.
looks at his sister again. She kind of nods. Okay.
Do you like strawberry ice cream?
Who doesn't love strawberry ice cream?
All right. You get
Do
us
you have
there.
any pistachio?
Wait a minute.
Nobody likes pistachio.
Marakai like gives you like an evil look. I told you my secret.
How far west are we going?
We're gonna have to go along the coast for a few miles. I mean, 30, 40 miles.
Wow. How long will that take us, actually?
I mean, it'll take half a day.
Okay.
Something like that.
So, what do you say, Dre? Are you up for it? Adventure?
Not the adventuring type, but I mean, I'm the boat type. So if you need a boat, and you're friends with my sis, I guess, so sure.
She's nice. She likes me because I remembered her name, sort of.
No one ever does. Look, when you're an orc who grows up around a bunch of dwarves, they don't really pay a lot of attention to you. Me, they like me because I'm kind of like, oh, he's half one of us. So, you know, they're cool with it. It's weird.
I can see that.
Yeah.
But you're cool.
Thanks.
Yeah, and I like your little boat.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's gonna be weird fitting us all in there, though.
I'll admit,
Yeah, how little is this boat?
I mean, we'll be cozy.
I'll be honest, it seems like an odd choice of vehicle considering you're constantly in a storm.
Well, I usually just go kind of around the inside of the storm. Mm-hmm.
Is it sort of like a storm drain on the inside? There's just...
No. It's actually very calm waters.
Okay.
No, it's like people want to like look down and see like, oh, look, there's the fish and stuff, you know.
So you typically do tours around
Yes.
the island. Right.
Okay.
Not generally past the storm, because, you know, storm.
Have you ever done this before?
Nope.
Okay.
Sounds good to us.
Sure. I guess, hop on in.
Oh,
Are you ready
last
to
question.
go?
Are you doing this for free?
Looks at his sister. She nods. I guess.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
So you get into the boat.
Yeah.
Everybody ready to go?
Let's go.
Yes.
All right. You head out into the water. As you approach the edge where you can see the storm, I mean, like it is a sheer edge almost. Like you look at the water, it's calm, and then there is a point beyond which it is just like huge waves. Like, I mean, it's crazy to see this because it's almost like they're smashing against, you know, like a magical barrier, right? Like they just kind of like slam up against it and then fall straight down. So you're kind of coming right up to that. Marakai stands at the front of the boat, and you see her. She kind of like holds out her hand, and then her sword appears out of her hand and kind of like extends outward. Again, remember, it's like Hex's sword. Right. And as she does that, lightning starts to crackle all around her, and you see that she's sort of piercing through the storm. So you guys are going through essentially like a tunnel of water all around you, kind of crashing above you, everything. It's a fairly small little skiff. You can all fit in there. It's not like you're all like cramped, but it's pretty small. And so she's able to kind of guide you through the storm. And you're in there for a while. There's a point at which you reach where you look back and you can't really see the calm bits anymore.
Yeah.
You look forward and it's all just, you know, a tunnel of raging water.
Yeah.
You can see kind of like creatures.
Can we turn this into a submarine if we wanted to?
I mean, you kind of are at this point, right?
Yeah.
And then you kind of crest through, and suddenly the water starts to get a little bit calmer.
Yeah.
And you make it to the other side, and behind you, you can see there's the storm, and the water's calm again. It's this perfect little ring of storm that surrounds this city.
So as far as destination goes, I know that we're going west. Do we have a destination in mind as to where we're going to?
There's no specific landmark. There is a sort of general area where you're going to be heading to.
Are we going past Whisper Woods?
You'll be
Farther than?
No, you'll be essentially kind of heading into dock, very near to the Whispering Rock.
Okay.
That's the goal. However, as you're on your little journey, and as you are, you've been going for a couple of hours, suddenly, out in the distance, on a little rocky outcropping, because you are staying pretty close to shore, you see someone. Everybody roll perception, actually, really quickly.
19.
17?
Rager?
Hold on, I'm getting my perception. 16.
14.
All right. So, Christina, you notice off in the distance a little humanoid figure that you could only describe as like a fish man. And he's waving a staff around above his head. And as he's doing this, you notice that around him, the waves are starting to kind of pick up. And then what you notice are some fins kind of swimming in your direction. And suddenly, the boat starts to rock.
Oh, shoot.
Back and forth. And you see these tiny little hands that are little flippered hands grabbing onto the sides of the boat. And they start pulling.
Oh, my God.
And pulling.
Don't rock the boat.
So everybody make a deck save. Your favorite ones.
Oh.
Try that again.
Oh, thank God.
12.
It's a 7.
8. Oh, was that a 7? I thought that was a 1.
I thought so too.
All right. 8.
Hold on.
7.
Dex.
1?
It's a 2, but I have a
Mine's-
negative.
Oh, but you have a negative. Okay.
Mine's
just-
a total of 10.
Okay, 10.
12.
12. Okay, so you two fall out of the boat. Sweet. Like straight out. And you two, you also have kind of followed, but you kind of like are able to hold on a little bit. As you fall into the water, you see dozens of what look like fish people.
Yeah.
And they kind of like look at you, and you see one of them kind of like throw their hand out like this, and this little stone kind of shoots out towards you, and it gets like right in front of your face, and then a net encompasses you.
For sake of giving people an idea of what they look like, these fish people.
Yes.
How similar to murlocs do they look?
Very similar to murlocs.
They're not mermaids?
I'm going to, if you're on the thing right now, you should be able to see a little
Oh,
picture.
yeah. That's cool.
They're called a quotoa.
They do look like murlocs. I love them.
They're more fishy.
They're the opposite of a mermaid.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the human
Murloc
bottom.
with like an actual like barracuda head or something like that.
Very fishy. So you two are both captured in nets. Marakai also has launched into the water, and you see her kind of like trying to like launch out lightning and stuff to try and hit these murlocs.
Yeah.
Which,
Won't that mess with us?
yeah. So what happens is, as soon as she does it, all of you, including the little fish people, are kind of like, and so does she, right? Like she kind of goes, and then like kind of you all convulse just slightly. She gets netted as well.
You didn't really think that one out, did you, Marakai?
You can't really speak because you're underwater, so it's like. And the two of you, they're clawing at you and everything. Is there anything you want to try and do? Oh, also, Dregus also got.
Oh, no.
Did he got?
Yeah, he got.
All right. Sisters, what do you
Sisters, is there anything you're
Yeah,
trying
I
to
mean,
do?
I'm
looking for
Because
someone.
you're like rocking onto the side of the boat. These things are coming at you. It's pretty crazy.
Who has control of? So they netted these guys. Are they holding onto the nets?
Yeah, they're like dragging them underwater.
Okay. Who's the main lead one right now?
Of the fish people?
Yeah.
There's the dude way out in the distance that you saw doing this. But
Yeah.
beyond that, it's just
How far
you can't
away-
really tell like a leader or anything like that.
How far away is that?
He's probably, I mean,
Like in feet.
200-300 feet away.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like pretty far off.
All right. I'm going to... Are we starting combat now? Is that what's happening? Can I attack?
You could do a spell or something. I mean, you could try and attack if you wanted to. Like just a basic attack.
Or I could.
You're missing. You have one hand holding you onto here. You could cast something.
Yeah, I'll cast Thunderwave on the closest person.
Okay, what's that do?
Thunderwave is a wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you.
Okay. So you cast that.
I want them away. Get away from me.
What's the save?
It is a Constitution saving throw.
And what's your DC?
And mine is 13.
Okay, you do that, and about 4 or 5 of the fish dudes, they kind of seize up and float to the top. But there's another 15 or so who swoop in.
Oh my god!
And they immediately yank on you and pull you under the water.
What? No!
Yep.
Rude!
Yep. And Christina, was there anything you were going to try and do? Because they're about to do the same thing to you.
Yeah, let's see. I am going to use Shatter.
What's that do?
A sudden loud ringing noise painfully erupts from your point of your choice within range. Each of your creature in a 10-foot radius sphere set them point must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes a 3d8 damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gonna shatter the boat?
No, I'm going to go towards the creatures that are coming after us.
But it's around you, right? Or is it a cone?
No, it's
centered at a point
of her choosing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she
You're
can do
casting
it
like underwater?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, 2 of them critically failed. So those 2 explode. It's instant chum. The rest, however, that were nearby, they don't seem too affected by it. They definitely they kind of shake a little bit, but then they dart right at you. Start pulling you underwater. And it does seem like every time you've done anything to any of them, more of them appear. There's a swarm of these things. They pull you underwater. They net you as well, and you're dragged away.
I do not agree with this.
Where are we dragged away to?
I guess we'll have to find out next time.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Rick here. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode of Hero Squad Under the Dragon Shadow. And if you did, maybe consider donating at Patreon like all these amazing people did. Your guys' help directly supports us creating new series like Uranium Chef, Hero Squad, and so much more. So if you guys want to, follow the link down below. Thanks a lot. I'll see you guys next time.